Stay tuned. Don't go away.
Good morning, everybody. I believe we are live. Just getting some things situated here and we'll get rolling. Thanks everybody for coming on, streaming live on Impact Worldwide. It's the weekly huddle. It is September 17th. Hit refresh, Kathy. I'm here with Kathy.
Hi.
I'm live here, so.
Oh.
We are going to just go through some quick housekeeping. As we went over last week, Dave Kennord has stepped down and he is along with us working on real estate and agent attraction. He worked with the growth team for, I believe, almost 2 years. He did an amazing job. The company's growing at 800 to 900 agents per week net. And he's built an amazing team around him. Sean Murphy and Amy Weaver are the EXP vice presidents of growth. Amy's in the East and Sean is in the West. Amy is actually part of Impact. She's an awesome addition to EXP, and she's out of the Fort Mill, South Carolina area. For those of you who do not know her, she's doing an amazing job with Sean. There will be a new president of growth who has not been named yet, but the reason I have this up here, if you guys need any help with top agents or teams or brokerages that might be moving over or wanting to move over to EXP, these are your lead people, Amy in the East and Sean in the West. You can connect with them on Workplace. If you need additional help, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to someone that you think would help you or could help you. I'd be glad to help you. Shelly would be glad to help you. Kathy here would be glad to help you as well. Before we kind of get into the main topic today, I'm going to have Kathy Burns here help me or help us really go into MIO, which is an acronym for Make It Your Own. And this is a website that or a group that we built in Charlotte. And there are some other ones around the country that EXP agents in our Impact group have built. And it's an amazing resource for many reasons. And Kathy's going to go into that. So I'm going to give her the chair for a second and then I'll be right back.
All right. So MIO, it stands for Make It Your Own, as Craig just said. And we've got it here in the Charlotte one, as you can see, 688 members. So if you're in another part of the country and you want to do this, there is a video that is pinned to the top of announcements that explains exactly how to not only post your listing that's in there, but if you want listings, of how to post it into from your KV core so that it comes from your website and bring it over into your personal page as well, and how to market it and capture leads from it. From a listing perspective, it's a marvelous tool when you're out on that listing appointment to say, not only will I get my marketing for it, but all these EXP agents will have access to market it as well to their sphere and want to. And from a perspective of, if you don't have any listings, this is a marvelous tool to come in here, make sure that it's still active, go in, follow that video word by word, and go into KV Core, post it in there just as I instruct you to do it. And then it will have a lead capture page where you can actually get some leads from it. But not only that, it gives you, if you're doing this, sharing it onto your personal page, which I show you how to do, this is how you'll also be looking like you're doing lots of business, and it's powerful. So I really encourage you to consider doing that. And for all of you that are posting in there, please follow the directions. This is not for open houses. This is strictly for listings. And you don't want to post that you're looking for open houses in there. That's where you go use the Impact North Carolina one in our case, but the state groups. So this is strictly for listings, and it can be a great tool for everybody involved. And if you've got listings, please put them in there right away, because it takes 2 seconds to do it and all of us can benefit. I'm going to give it back to Craig.
Thank you, Kathy.
Welcome.
All right. So, so what I did here, and I didn't have a whole lot of time, but what we're doing, I talked last week and a couple of weeks before that we were building the impact group worldwide.
I didn't mean to do that.
Hang on, Shelley.
Sorry.
I talked last week and a couple weeks before
sorry.
that we were building. We'll just put that on there.
There we go.
There we go. Technical difficulties here. So we know there's a fire hose of information that comes at us at EXP with everything from onboarding. And even when we're here, there's so many amazing resources, and it's challenging sometimes to know where to go. So what I've done today is I've broken down a lot of the resources and links and direct links that one would need in order to find things. So if you're very resourceful and you know where things are, that's great. But you should be helping other people find things as well. So be a resource yourself. But I've also created a list, which I'm going to post underneath the comments after the huddle is done today. It's a PDF of all of these links that I'm talking about that go directly to the resources we're talking about. As I was talking just prior to that, I'm also talking about the impact group worldwide.com website, impactgroupworldwide.com website, which we've been working on, and it is live right now if you kind of want to look at it, but it is not finished by any means. It is basically just the shell of what we're working on. It's going to be incredible. There's a bunch of pages and things that are not published yet, but this will be one of the things that is on that website as well. And it'll look a lot prettier than it does today. This is just some quick screenshots and links that can help you. But I wanted to give you an idea of what is available to you guys, and then I'm going to post that PDF on the comments. So obviously EXP Enterprise is our primary dashboard. Obviously, I hope everybody knows where to find that and what it is. So you can find just about anything on there, but I just wanted to, when someone's coming into the company, they might not know even where to find that. So that is one of the links that is on that sheet as well. How to download EXP World is another thing. Of course, a lot of these things are in Enterprise, but if you needed a direct link and you didn't want to say to someone, hey, go into Enterprise, well, how do I find Enterprise? How do I find this? How do I find that? You can go right to download.exprealty.com, and it will go to a screen that allows you to pick either PC or Apple and download EXP World right onto your computer. So the next thing is KV Core. The first thing someone with KV Core is going to need to do is go into EXP Enterprise and then go down to optional services, which you see on the top image. If you pick optional services, it'll open up the KV Core and Verbella sign up area. You click sign up on KV Core, fill out your information. Within about 7 to 10 business days, they get back to you with an email, and you are ready to set up your KV Core. Once you're in KV Core and you're set up and you've gone to the KV Core classes that are available to you in EXP World, if you kind of go onto the side, all the side links on your KV Core platform, you'll see support and tools, support and training. If you click on support and training, you'll see a little pop out that I circled there, and you'll see Learning Portal. Learning Portal sends you to the core learning portal, which you see there on the right. And that is a series of modules
that KV Core and Inside Real Estate, who owns KV Core, has created for you. So if you're using KV Core, that is a great thing that you can use in order to learn how to use that platform. So didn't know if you guys knew that was there, but there's a whole bunch of courses and modules right in that learning portal. Next thing is SkySlope. SkySlope obviously can be found at skyslope.com, but you could also go to SkySlope in EXP Enterprise. There's a tile, you just click on it. Some of the other links that I have on the sheet that I'm going to post is a video for basic training, which you see down there on the left, and then forms training for SkySlope as well. People don't necessarily like SkySlope from it's not really exciting because it's paperwork and people don't love paperwork, but it is essential and it is a great platform that we use here at EXP. So you need it to run your business. So make sure that you're learning the basics and the form training at the very least. And then you can also obviously go into EXP World and go into all of the live trainings that they have. expcloud.com is a great resource to have as well. Of course, once again, you can access the education calendar right in Enterprise, but sometimes people want to go quickly and find out what is the training schedule without signing into anything. And if you go to expcloud.com and scroll down a little bit, you'll see the live calendar. It's a great way to pull it up if you're talking to another agent and they are asking about EXP, and a lot of people, training is very important to them. So if you're able just to pull up expcloud.com real quick and be like, hey, here's our schedule for today. Here's 25 classes. It's pretty mind-blowing. Some of the other stuff you see at the top there in the buttons is marketing, news, training, and business tools and support. So there's a lot of other resources in expcloud.com as well. So make sure you check that out and have that handy. When coming into EXP, you are recommended that you take Fast Start. And Fast Start is a 14 class series that starts out just telling you about the resources and how to find your way around EXP. Then it goes into setting up your business. It touches a little bit on mentoring if you're a new agent. It starts to go into the different tools that are available. And then it starts to go, as you get further into the process, about starting a business, building a business, and then crushing it in a business. If you go all the way through all of the 14 classes. But Fast Start is a great resource. It is live in EXP World weekly. If you look in the calendar, but a lot of people may not be available during those times, or they might miss classes because they're out doing other things or showing houses. So Fast Start is now on demand as well. And I have that link in the sheet that I'm going to post, but it will also be in impactgroupworldwide.com on the resources page when we have that completed. But Fast Start on demand is available. We'll have that link as well. Of course, you should all be joining EXP, our Impact Worldwide Facebook group, which you obviously all are because you're on there right now. But when people come into our organization, we want them to have a very quick and easy link for them to meet it, or to just click on it and jump right in and join.
Quick question. So you're going to put the link at the end of this broadcast, but are you also going to put it under the, I think it's in more where there's files that you can put it in there?
Yeah, there is, if you look on this particular slide in the Impact Group Facebook group, if you click on more, you should see files, and we'll also put that PDF in there as well that has live links on it so that you can find it in the future. A lot of people don't look there. But I'll put it there. I'll put it in the comments of this live stream. And then, of course, it'll be on the website. Great point.
That's a good point in so many different different Facebook groups, there are all kinds of data being saved in there.
Yeah.
That may be something we want to touch on. a later date.
Especially, I've said it in the past, when you guys go into workplace and you go into your state groups,
Mhm.
that's probably the most important place where you look for files. If you go into your workplace group for your state, go into files on the tab at the top. It might be in under more, which you see right there. And your state groups have
Tons.
all the updated files and addendums and everything you can possibly want. It's a great shortcut, especially if you're out and about and in your car or on the run.
Yeah.
It's a great place to
It's a
find
great
stuff.
resource.
Your state groups, I say it every week, are for real estate related topics. So if you're talking about listings, open houses, questions about the market or the area, if you want to take a poll, local announcements, recommendations for attorneys or home inspectors, whoever you want, or get a recommendation from someone else, that's where you're going to post it, is in your state group. Obviously, we can't put, there's 3,000 people in the organization. So if we start posting local stuff in there, which we had in the past, it just starts getting out of control. So make sure you join your state group. If your state group if you can't find it, it will be in impactgroupworldwide.com. We can also direct you to it. This is another app that people may not even know about. It's a great app to have. If you go into the App Store, you go into EXP World just type in EXP World Intercom, and you will see this show up. And what this is access to all of the auditoriums and theaters and different things that are in EXP World. So if you're in the car, you can just, I just hook this up to my Bluetooth in my car, and you can listen to a state meeting, or you can listen to the leadership meeting, or any meeting that's going on in any one of the auditoriums or theaters inside of EXP World. So it's a great audio version of EXP World. So make sure you have that on your phone. I have the links that go directly to the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store for this app on that link form as well. Same thing here, workplace and workplace chat. You guys have to have this pinned to the top of your laptop or desktop, meaning workplace. And then within workplace on your laptop or desktop, you can just look to the left and you'll see chat, but you also need to have these on your phone. I mean, you have to have these on your phone. Workplace is gold. There's over 2,000 different categories. This is a major collaboration area for EXP as a company, and workplace chat is the primary way that we communicate instantly to our leadership and to each other within the group. So make sure you have workplace and workplace chat on your phone. I've got the direct links
And the
for Apple
referral
and
group is
yeah.
in there, which is amazing. Set up the notifications for that referral group. That's how you can get business to you and out.
Yeah, there's gold in there. Make sure you guys look around, and we've gone over some different groups as well. I actually have a list of groups in that link list that I'm going to post that I recommend. There's, I'm sure, a lot of others as well. People are always asking for the EXP logos. There is actually a Google Drive that EXP has that you can access, and you can get any of the logos that they have. They have every logo that EXP has, from commercial to global to state, to different colors, as far as the orange and blue version. They have white ones, black ones, clear backgrounds. They've got everything you can imagine. So if you're creating any kind of marketing, this is where you want to go. I actually have that link on your sheet as well. Brand guidelines. You can get to this. This is part of expcloud.com as well, which I talked about earlier. But there are brand guidelines, which are just general guidelines. But something that I thought was important was the primary color palette. So if you guys are doing any kind of marketing or want to create some graphics yourself, you can go into expcloud.com, go into the EXP brand guideline part of it and scroll down, and you'll see actually all the color SKUs for the different colors that EXP uses. So especially if you're getting signs made or anything like that, you're going to want to have some accurate colors, and that's where to find them. Marketing Center, I've gone over this before. There's a direct link to that, but you can also reach it inside of EXP Enterprise. There's over 8,000 pieces of marketing in there, everything from open houses to door hangers, flyers, listing presentations. There's even an area where you can customize a video for your listings, and you can do it right in the app. So check out the EXP Marketing Center. There's a direct link in the list, but there's also a way to get into it at the bottom of EXP Enterprise. Let's see. Commercial. The commercial links I have in there as well. The YouTube channel for commercial is big. There's a lot of great content in there. They have some different conferences in there. They have EXP Commercial Explained. They have interviews, symposiums, a lot of great content in there.
This is a big deal, EXP Commercial, because it's a separate company from EXP, which if you're ever talking to any commercial agent, they've always kind of blown off any spin-off of a commercial with the company because it wasn't really true commercial. But this is true commercial, and the video that Brent did, Willie hosted one with the girl that's the woman in charge from Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
It was mind-blowing of all the things that they brought in for commercial agents. This is going to be a big platform that you want to understand it versus learning the commercial business for agent attraction. It is powerful.
Yeah, there is. They've really approached this the commercial industry in a very, very different way than any other residential companies ever approached it.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing they did, like Kathy said, is they made it a separate company. It is not an extension of EXP Realty. It is its own company. It has its own leadership. It has its own tools. It just shares a lot of the same great benefits
Mm-hmm.
from a financial standpoint that EXP Realty does, but it is also an entity that is under EXP World Holdings, which is our parent company, and that's what the stock is traded under. So in addition to the YouTube channel link, I've got a Google link to EXP Commercial Resources, which you see in the lower left. And then at the bottom of those resources, there's an actual commercial schedule. And I mentioned it, I think, a couple weeks back. I was on a call with a commercial agent out of Pittsburgh, and he was just blown away at just the amount of education and live education and resources that were available. He said that was one of the most challenging things as a commercial agent, is finding good quality education and training and consistency in that market. So that's good to know. That was great information.
And the tools that they've got. And we can bring commercial agents, we can agent attract them. And even though they're a separate company, we still get that part of our agent attraction.
Yep, absolutely. So that was the resources. These are all the links, which you'll see in a second if it's delayed. But I have a PDF version of this. Actually, you're not seeing it because I didn't share it. Hang on. Here we go. So these are all the links that I have. I'm going to make these all look really pretty.
Oh, good.
And one other thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you guys a quick look at before we hang up here. Bear with me. It's delayed on there. You guys, can you guys see the website?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so kind of gave you guys a glimpse of it last week, but it's coming along. We've got a member apps access area. The links here are going to go to basically a value proposition. So if you're talking to another agent, you can talk about impact and say, we've got all these great things. We've got coaching, we've got training, we've got, you know, all of these different resources that you can access. There will be a place where you can do a three-way call with another agent when you're doing some agent attraction. There's all these different tools that are going to be available to you. There'll be a resource area for a lot of the different things I just showed you, quick links to the resources for KV Core, for SkySlope, for any, you know, to get to the EXP calendar, to get to the impact calendar, EXP Realty Explained. Then there's an entire area of top agents that they've done interviews and talked about why they moved to EXP and why they chose to work and be under impact. There'll be onboarding help. And then there's all sorts of spin-off groups that people within our organization wanted to start and collaborate together. We've got podcasts, we've got forums, everything that you could imagine. So this is going to be a great resource. And I think the most impressive thing, which I can't show you right now because it's not published, is the library. The training library that we have is really, really cool. I think we've got like 20 different topics right now, and there's anywhere from like 1 to 7 to 10 episodes per topic that agents and leaders within our organization have done. So that's going to be pretty impressive to show people that are considering coming to EXP and coming to Impact. So I hope to have that done sooner than later, at least, so that we can utilize the primary page here, the front page, the resources, and then pull them into the library and show them all of the great stuff that we have available. So that's all I've got, everybody. Thanks for coming.
It's awesome.